And and speaking of your message and your music, Made to Love the album. Um, who are some of the producers that you worked with and songwriters that you worked with on this album?
Um, of course, Danger.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones, my project.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Cadence and Sean, of course. The Messengers, Nazary and Adam.
Okay.
A few months ago, I worked with Chuck Harmony.
Okay.
I co-wrote some records with John Legend,
Oh wow.
Bob Kelly,
Claude was
Britney
singing.
Spears.
Claude was singing your praises when you guys worked together.
Oh man, Claude is awesome, man. Claude needs to come out with a record.
That's what I told him to.
He needs to come out with. People really have no clue how good that dude can sing. Like he really has a voice.
Yeah.
And he can write beautiful records, meaningful records, records that are timeless. You know, that will go on and you will listen to it 10 years from now and be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So so who are other people that you worked with for Made to Love, or who do you want to work with?
Who do I want to work with? I don't know. I don't really have
any artists you may want to collaborate with on a duet. Maybe a Melanie Fiona and Melanie Fiona Luke James record.
Yeah, I had already asked Melanie, and they already said yes.
Okay.
Matter of figuring out the record and whatnot. I would love to get a tune with the big sister Beyonce. I would love to get something like that. I'd love to collaborate with. I mean, it sounds cliche, but of course, like Kanye. I would love to do something. That cat, something real creative. I don't know. I really don't have a lot. Andre 3000.
Oh.
Got to get him on something.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That'll be hot.
Yeah.
A question.
That's me.
A question I love to ask, and I thank you for taking time out to do this interview. And one question I love to ask all the guests that come on here on KEMPIRE Radio is, I'm sure you receive a lot of questions, a lot of the same questions, and it must be really hard to answer the same questions. But is there one question that you wish an interviewer would ask you, but they never do?
Oh. Wow, I've never been asked that question.
Good.
And they never do. I don't have one. I really don't have one. You know what? I'm gonna think about it, and I'll hit you on Twitter.
Okay.
Let you know what it is. Right now, I don't have one.
All right.
I can't think of it.
You were talking. We talked a little bit about your personal life and things of that nature. And I was talking with Bridget Kelly the other day, and I asked her, "What is it like to go on a date with Bridget Kelly?" And she gave me a really great answer. What is it like? Like I said before, you're already starting this whole sex symbol persona. It's not anything that you're specifically putting out there. It's just what people are labeling you. But what would what would it be like to go on a date with Luke James?
What would it be like? Oh, okay. Funny. I can only go by what I've been told. Okay, so funny, exhilarating, unexpected. I guess that's what I want to say. And fun, man, fun.
What exactly would you? What exactly would you? For the ladies that are listening, where would you go? What would you guys do?
What would we do? Oh man, I'd love to. I have a place I like to go on Saturdays here in LA called like Cinespia. It's called Cinespia. It's basically, now this is gonna sound weird, but it's basically a movie outside. These people, they rent out this big space, and this space happens to be in the middle of a funeral, a cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. But it's not where the Stones are. And
Okay.
We're not on dead people. But
Okay.
I mean, it's like the open. It's the open field, and they just show classic movies. Just last week went with some friends to see James Dean, Rebel Without a Cause.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. I saw Purple Rain a couple months ago. That was amazing. That was like a concert.
Wow.
It's kind of like Voodoo Fest, but watching a movie.
Yeah.
And we would do something like that, something different. You know, not a lot of people know about that. Not a lot of people do that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially women of color. So it's of course, black women don't do nothing about no dead people.
They don't want to hear nothing about that.
So I mean, it's different. Stuff like that, man. Something like that.
Okay.
Something different, something you may not have done before. Maybe you might have heard about it, but you just never done it.
Mm-hmm.
I just like to do different things, man. Keep it. I'm a Gemini, so
Uh-oh.
you know anything about Geminis, man? We get bored easy, so we just got to keep up the fun, man. It's got to be spontaneous.
Does Luke James have a specific type of woman? Does she have to be curvaceous? Does she have to be slim? Does she have to be a certain color? Like, what kind of woman would we see on your arm?
A woman who makes me feel like a man. A woman who makes me feel like I can fly, I can do anything. A woman that will let me know when I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And a woman that will let me know when I'm right.
Mm.
Aesthetics, I don't really have a particular type.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty comes in just so many forms, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I love women. So, I can't say. I really can't say, you can judge my past, but it's all different. So it's just, I just like, as long as she loves music and God, we are solid.
You spoke. I'm going to transition away from that, but you spoke a lot about being an entertainer. Do you see yourself transitioning into maybe acting or some other field in entertainment?
Of course. I started taking classes. Tyrese hooked me up with his teacher, Kate McGregor. She's amazing. It's very different for me because all I've been doing is singing, and it's very easy to emote your emotions through singing.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely get my point across singing. Now, if you would ask me to break down the words and give you the same emotion, that's difficult. But I do have a love for it. I do have this interest in it that for the art of becoming something else that's not you, or becoming something else that may be somewhere deep inside of it. So yes, I've been taking classes for acting, and I've been doing a few here and there auditions, whatnot. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in acting.
We already know you're talented and entertaining and singing and all of that. Any other, let's say, quote unquote, weird talents that we don't know about?
Hilarious. Weird talents. I don't know. Weird talents.
It's all right. That means
those would be considered weird.
Well, okay. Then let's not put the label weird on it. Any other talents beyond just singing and entertaining?
Singing and entertaining. Someone told me I was a womanizer. That's weird. That's weird.
Oh.
Me. Someone told me I have a talent for womanizing. I don't really, honestly.
Is that just another word for being charming, though, or charismatic?
I guess they explained it's basically, when you come in a room, you come in a room, you don't know the people in the room, you know someone in the room, and there's this woman, and you walk in the room and you immediately make her smile by some type of gesture or what you say or how you introduce yourself, and then you walk out the room.
Oh,
and you left, I guess you left a mark on her where she will not forget you, but it's part of a game.
Oh.
And you know, I could see me. I could see. I didn't know it was called womanizing. I thought it was called courting. You know, courting. You know, I don't know, man. I just, you know, I'm a nice guy.
A couple more questions. I know we're running a little over, but some favorites. Favorite food.
Favorite food. I love chicken. Okay, so that.
Favorite restaurant.
Favorite what?
Favorite restaurant.
Umami. I love there's a spot when you come to LA. Ask about it.
Okay.
Umami, spell UMAMI. I believe it's I don't know. It's something that the chefs use for something that's good. That's what the word means.
What kind of food is that?
Joint.
Say it again.
It's a burger joint. It's a burger spot, but it's the most amazing. It's dessert.
Oh.
You understand? It's dessert. I call it dessert. It's something we treat ourselves to. We treat ourselves after a good week of working out. First thing that comes to mind is umami. I'm going to treat myself because I've been going hard. I've been going good. I've been doing well. I've been eating good. I don't eat bad, so I just, you know, I treat myself. And umami is my favorite right now.
Okay. I'm going to have to check that out. Favorite city? Favorite city to visit?
City. New Orleans.
Okay. And with your hometown?
Of course.
And I saw that on Twitter, you know, because, you know, I'm on Twitter. I'm an avid Twitter. Again, guys, you can follow Luke James on Twitter at @whoislukejames. But you tweeted about this New York plan. Are you moving to New York City?
Man, I don't know if I can speak on that, but
why not?
it's I mean, well, you know, it's just some talks. You know, it's been some talks about the idea, entertaining the idea of, kind of entertaining the idea of me going to New York for about a month or so.
For what?
I mean, what'd you say?
For what?
Well, I mean, just basically, you know, to perform, man.
Okay.
I mean, the scene out there, as far as for music and just open mics and different things like that, is so dope. And the life out there, it's like amazing.
Most
you know,
definitely.
the vibe, the freedom, fashion. You know, I love that. And plus, I got some great friends out there, man. Some really great friends, like my boy Ro James and Ronnie James and Nikki Midtown. Just people like that out there that I just love to be around when I go out there.
Most definitely.
I love the vibe in New York. I can't lie. I love the vibe in New York.
New York City is and I was talking to Claude about this, bringing the business back to New York City, because a lot of people are going out to LA. Everyone seems to be going there, so I'm glad that you're going to come here and, you know, rock the house down here. So we definitely got to get up when you come around.
Definitely. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. But you know, the business is there in New York. The business. I think the music part of it is in LA. I mean, just so many studios.
Yeah.
And it's just easier. It's accessible, you know?
Most definitely.
And plus, man, when it gets cold up there, it gets cold.
Oh,
it's like there's no life.
We had like 3 blizzards this past winter.
Oh my God!
So just choose wisely when you decide to come. Well, Luke, I want to thank you again for being here on KEMPIRE Radio. This is not the last interview. I hope you will come back here on the show. But before you go, we definitely have to do a radio drop. Any way that you want to do it, just be like, you know, I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but just make sure you say KEMPIRE Radio in it.
Okay.
And go.
Ready?
Yep.
Hello, everybody. This is Luke James, and you are listening to KEMPIRE Radio. Yeah.
That was dope. Luke, thank you so much for taking the time out for doing this. I wish you lots of success. Love the single. You got to keep us posted on anything that's coming up.
Thank you, man. I will, man. I hope I made sense for you.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for taking this much time out to do this interview.
No sweat, man. Any time.